Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy and today we're going to be doing another brew review. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. All my returning viewers, always good to see you and you know how we do. So let's get crack-a-lackin', shall we? Today's full brew review is going to be of the Karbach Hopadilo Hazy IPA. Now we've done the juicy IPA and we've done the regular version of the IPA. We've also did the Hopzilla. So, and of course I misplaced it. I just wanted to wipe this off real quick. It's got a little bit of condensation built up on there. So let's take a look at what's on the can, shall we? Sorry, it's, oh goodness. Oh man, hold on just a second. Let me pause you for a second. There we go. I think we're good to go now. There we are. Much better. There you go. I'm not going to read that. Someone said they didn't quite care for my narration and the flavor I like to put on it sometimes. Please remain calm. Recycle, damn it. 6% alcohol by volume. It has an IBU of 20. International bitterness units 20. 12 fluid ounces. This is an ale coming out of Texas. Houston, Texas to be more exact. And anything else on the can? No. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this cracked, shall we? There we go. All right. I have been enjoying me some IPAs lately, and you'd know that if you were a regular viewer and a subscriber. But no pressure. Okay, so I did overdo it a little bit, and that's fine too. So, Hopadilo Hazy IPA from Karbach. So they use Citra and Mosaic hops with 2-row pale malt. This is the interesting part. Flaked wheat and flaked oats with malted wheat. Interesting. Don't believe I've seen those two before. So for all my calorie counting, carb conscious connoisseurs, the calorie count on this is 170, with the carbs coming in at a measly 11. Thank you. Thank you. Makes it a lot easier for me to have one of these more often if they have a much lower carb count. I like to try and hit at least a third of my carbs or lower for this. Sometimes I have to rework the whole thing because I am working on a ceiling of 30 per day. There we go. Put you in the background for just a moment. We're going to let that settle for a minute while we continue on. Where was I at? Oh, and it has 2 grams of protein, if that's a thing that you're looking forward to. So we covered the IBUs. So the pairings, the food pairings for this, they claim is flavorful pairings, not bold, but flavorful, spicy, if you will. That'd be fine, just fine. The ABV is 6%. We covered that. Mr. Randy paid $2.70 out the door from my not so local Total Wine. They need to put one of those on the west side of San Antonio, or even possibly the south side. There's a lot more north in San Antonio than there is south, but they're starting to push south. A lot of new places coming up down south. Okay, I think we're good to go there, right? Right. Okay, so that is a hazy IPA for sure. There you go, Hopadilo. Oh man, that's. Oh, I love these IPAs. They're so. The pungency of everything on the nose is just so satisfying. Yes, there's citrus. There's like zest, citrus zest, and you get some hops and some wheat. No barley on this one. Possibly some of those oats. Let's go ahead and get it on the palate. Yep, that's just nice and hazy. It's got a pretty good palating. Let's It's relatively light. And I guess that's where you get those 11 carbs. Now, most of the other IPAs from Karbach here, they come in with twice as many calories. We're talking like pushing upwards of 250 to 300 calories per 12 ounces. And the carb count as well is just about double that, somewhere between 15 and let's say 20-ish. So that's quite a bit. Some of them exceed that 20, and they damn near take up all of my daily allotment. Let me get one more on this. It's relatively light. I'm sorry, here, have some. It's relatively light. So I guess from the Hopadilo, you have the regular IPA, you have the hazy, and you have the juicy. I really like that juicy, but it had, it had over 20 carbs in that can. This one's light. This is kind of like the light version of this line, this little mini line here of the Hopadilo. It's got pretty good palatting. It's got a lot of good taste profile going on here. There's here we go. Here's the thing. It kind of falls flat. It really does. It kind of falls flat on the tongue. I am starting to get a little bit of that wet cardboard on the tongue sensation. None of the flavors really stick around, and now it quickly washes out and just kind of leaves you with this sort of negative aftertaste. Though there is that little bit of that creaminess that works up in the side of the tongue where it meets the cheek and jowls, and you just work the mouth and the tongue, and it just kind of like works that back out and froths it a little bit, and you get a little bit more creaminess. But pretty much all of the all the flavor leaves out pretty quickly. It kind of like evolves. So like you got flavor, and then in the middle section you got everything balances out and mellows out, and then pretty much right about here is the flavor's gone, and you're just sitting there with a not so pleasant aftertaste sitting in your mouth. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Well, I guess that just goes to show you, man, some of these, you need carbs. They have to have more carbs in them to hold up all that flavor and sustain it. That's unfortunate. It's okay. Palate's okay. Finish is meh. Nah. Nosing is great. So it basically takes a step down from the nose to the palate, another couple steps down from the palate to the finish. So my score on this is going to be a strong 2 out of 5. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. What if I mixed one of these, the hazy, with the juicy? Would that bring down the carb count of the juicy? Nah, don't worry about it. Let's just keep them separate. We'll mess with it. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. My fair price on this, yeah, that's definitely overpriced for that. It's very light. So if you enjoy the Hopadilo regular IPA, this is kind of like a light version, you know. I would definitely recommend the juicy. The Hopadilo regular IPA was fine, but the juicy, that's where it's at. Beautiful nose, excellent palate, good finish. This unfortunately just falls flat kind of quickly, and it just seems like, yeah, I just burped a little bit, and some of that hoppy flavor came back up. I was like, yeah, it went away. I know where it went. It went down below. So yeah, I will not buy this again. I just don't see the sense in it. I would definitely work harder. That way I could create a better deficit to be able to drink that juicy, which was coming in. I think it was, what was it, 22, 20? Yeah, it was up there. So yeah, I would definitely work hard. Probably make a more deficit to allow that in my whole thing. Well, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that while you're there. And in the comment section, let me know what you think. Have you had the Hopadilo? Have you had anything from Karbach? How about the hazy? How about it? Let's hear it. I'd like to know where you're at, what you're drinking, what's going on in the world of libations around you, and as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. It's kind of unfortunate. It's an unfortunate one.